If your life feels like a mess right now, guess what? It's not by accident. It's a result of every decision you've ever made up until this point. But here's the good news. You created this mess, you can also fix it. Most people spend their lives waiting and waiting for motivation, waiting for the right time, waiting for someone to come save them. But the truth, no one is coming to save you. If you want to get your life together, you have to take full ownership. Right now in this video, I'm going to break down the exact steps to stop drifting, take control, and actually start winning. Let's get into it. My name is Devin Johnson, CEO and founder of salesai.com. I've built, scaled, and failed multiple businesses. This channel is to bring you real world advice that I wish I was new when I first getting started in entrepreneurship. All right, step number one, you have to fix your environment. You cannot build a winning mindset in a losing environment. Your surroundings dictate your success more than you realize. If you're constantly around negativity, broke mindsets, and people who are not pushing themselves, you're being pulled down whether you see it or not. Look around your circle. Are they making you better, or are they keeping you average? If your friends are always complaining, always blaming, and never growing, you need to change the people that you allow to influence you. That doesn't just mean you have to cut everyone off overnight, but it does mean you have to be intentional about who has access to you. And if you can't physically change your environment right now, I totally understand. You can still change who influences you. Follow and consume content from people who you want to be. Start thinking and acting and making decisions like them. The fastest way to level up is to surround yourself digitally or in real life with people who are already playing at a high level. Step number two, stop overthinking and simply just take action. Most people don't have a knowledge problem, they have an action problem. They read books, watch videos, plan, and get ready, but never actually move. Overthinking is just a way to avoid failure. But here's the thing, you're failing anyway by doing nothing. Every second you spend analyzing instead of acting is a big waste of time. So here's the fix. When you hear something that resonates, stop and immediately apply it. Stop and take a note. Stop and recognize your current situation and how you can avoid that or apply the key lesson. If you read a book and something clicks, put the book down and do something about it. Reading a book cover to cover with you doing nothing with it is an absolute waste of time. If a mentor gives you advice, execute on it and tell him next time you're with him or her exactly the breakthrough and the step-by-step. When people ask me to mentor and help them, I get so hesitant because so many times I've said, yes, I'll help you. I give them the advice, I give them the plan. I've even went to the extent of creating step-by-step direction, and I never hear about the follow-through or how they got to the next phase, or very rarely, I should say. You can't say never because some people have taken that and become very successful. So stop planning and just take action. Successful people don't wait until they feel ready. They just move. Stop waiting, stop preparing, and just do it. Step number three, you gotta take full responsibility. Blaming others is the easiest way to stay stuck. Your job, your childhood, your economy, your past, it's all irrelevant. No one is going to hand you a better life. You either build it or you don't. Instead of saying I can't, reframe it. I will because, and stop saying I don't have time. Instead, I'm not prioritizing it. Stop saying I can't afford it. Instead, say I haven't figured out a way how to afford it yet. The words you use shape your reality. Start taking full responsibility for everything in your life. Winners don't make excuses, they make adjustments, and they learn from failure fast. It is okay to fail in life. It is not okay to not make adjustments from those failures. Step number four, make success easier. Willpower is absolutely overrated. The real hack, design your life so success is the only option. If you're trying to eat clean, don't keep junk food in your house. If you want to work out more, set your clothes out the night before. I still do this. 6 years into fitness and working out, every single night I pack my gym bag the night before. You're trying to focus, block distracting apps on your phone. People are always like, Devin, you're so hard to get a hold of, blah, 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 blah. Because my phone's always in do not disturb. If it is not relevant to what I'm working on, there's no need to talk about it at this moment. My team knows if the payment processor isn't broken or the product is completely down and no customers can have service, they know that it's not important and we could talk about it when the time allows. The key is to remove obstacles instead of constantly trying to fight them. Step number 5, replace bad habits with good ones. You don't quit bad habits, you replace them. Most people fail at change because they leave a void, and nature hates a void. It always gets filled with something. If you're quitting smoking, replace it with chewing gum or exercise. If you're cutting out distractions, fill it with time of learning, working out. If you're trying to stop procrastinating, swap in small, quick wins and build momentum. One of the things that helped me massively early in my career, I set 5 things I was going to do for the day. And when I got those 5 things done, the day was successful. But I literally wrote them down and I crossed them off. I still carry that every single day with me. Those 5 key things I'm going to get done for the day to deem the day successful. Not everything's going to go your way. Not everything's going to work out the way you think it's going to work out. But control what you can control and keep moving forward. If you don't replace a bad habit with something productive, you'll relapse into it. The goal isn't just to stop doing something, it's to shift your energy into something better. Step number 6, commit to the long game. Most people quit too soon. They expect results in 30 days when real success takes years. They aren't unlucky, they just haven't been consistent long enough to see the real results. If you only give 50% effort, you'll get 50% results. But when you go all in, when you commit to the long game, that's when everything changes. Focus on daily execution and not just outcomes. Track progress and stack the small wins and celebrate the small wins. And you gotta keep fighting even when it's slow. Success isn't complicated. It's just uncommon because most people quit. And I'll leave you with some final words. Getting your life together isn't about waiting for the perfect time. It's about making the decision right now to change. Fix your environment, take action, take full responsibility, make success easier, replace bad habits, stay consistent. Do this and your life won't just get better, it'll become unrecognizable. If this hits home for you, drop a comment below. What's one thing you're committing to change to? And if you want more no BS strategy on business, mindset, and scaling, make sure you subscribe and let's get to work.